On December 4th, 2024, Luigi Mangione ambushed and shot UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson as he was arriving at work. This shocking act of violence not only claimed a life, but also sparked a controversial debate that painted Mangione as an unexpected hero in the eyes of some. What was his reason for committing such acts, and why is the public supporting his actions? Before we dive into the story, welcome to True Crime Talks, where we uncover chilling true crime stories, dissect complex cases, and illuminate the unanswered questions that keep us up at night. From shocking crimes that shook the world to little-known stories that demand justice, we leave no stone unturned. Join our growing community of true crime enthusiasts by hitting that subscribe button below. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Luigi Nicholas Mangione was born on May 6, 1998, in Towson, Maryland, into a prominent family of Italian, Sicilian descent. His family's legacy in Maryland is significant. His parents, Louis Mangione and Kathleen Zanino, have established themselves in various business ventures. Louis is a successful real estate developer, while Kathleen owns a boutique travel company. Their prominence extends to the community through family-owned businesses, including the Charles S. Zanino Funeral Home and several golf courses, which have contributed to the family's status as influential landowners and developers in the region. Mangione's educational journey began at the prestigious Gilman School in Baltimore, where he demonstrated exceptional academic prowess. He graduated as valedictorian in 2016, a testament to his dedication and intelligence. Gilman School is known for its rigorous academic programs and emphasis on character development, which helped shape Mangione's formative years. His graduation speech highlighted the importance of innovation and challenging the status quo, reflecting his early inclination towards technology and problem solving. Following his success at Gilman, Mangione pursued higher education at the University of Pennsylvania, an Ivy League institution renowned for its engineering programs. He earned a Bachelor of Science in Engineering, BSE in Computer Engineering, and later a Master of Science in Engineering, MSE, in Computer and Information Science. His master's program focused on artificial intelligence, allowing him to delve into complex topics such as machine learning and data science. Throughout his academic career, Mangione consistently excelled, earning accolades for his performance and contributions to various projects. From an early age, Mangione exhibited a keen interest in technology and engineering. His passion for innovation was evident during his time at Gilman School, where he was involved in various extracurricular activities related to technology. Notably, he developed a video game app during middle school that challenged players to navigate a paper airplane through obstacles, an early indication of his entrepreneurial spirit and creativity. In high school, Mangione's interests continued to flourish as he founded a video game development club. This initiative not only showcased his leadership skills, but also provided a platform for fellow students to explore their interests in gaming and technology. His ability to balance academics with extracurricular pursuits set him apart from his peers. Mangione's achievements were not limited to academics. He was also an athlete during his school years. He played soccer throughout grade school and into college, demonstrating versatility beyond his academic interests. Mangione's foray into the tech industry began during his time at the University of Pennsylvania. His academic journey was complemented by hands-on experience through various internships that laid the groundwork for his future career. One of his pivotal early roles was as a UI programming intern at Firaxis Games, a well-known video game development studio based in Baltimore. He held this position from May 2016 to August 2017, during which he gained valuable insights into the gaming industry. Firaxis is renowned for creating popular titles such as the Civilization series, and working there provided Mangione with an opportunity to apply his programming skills in a real-world setting. His responsibilities likely included collaborating with designers and artists to enhance user interfaces, ensuring that gameplay was not only engaging but also intuitive for players. This experience solidified Mangione's interest in game development and further fueled his ambition to innovate within the industry. Following his internship at Firaxis, Mangione co-founded AppRoar Studios, a gaming app development company based in Baltimore. As the lead programmer, he played a crucial role in developing mobile applications that catered to gamers' interests. This entrepreneurial venture allowed him to explore the business side of technology while honing his programming skills. His work at Uproar Studios showcased his ability to lead projects from conception to execution, demonstrating both technical proficiency and leadership qualities. In addition to these roles, Mangione also gained experience as a robotics researcher at the Johns Hopkins Whiting School of Engineering. This position allowed him to delve into advanced technological concepts, contributing to research initiatives that pushed the boundaries of robotics and automation. The combination of game development and robotics research provided him with a diverse skill set that would serve him well in future endeavors. After completing his studies at the University of Pennsylvania in 2020, Mangione transitioned into a role as a data engineer at TrueCar, an online car retailing platform headquartered in Santa Monica, California. He began working remotely for TrueCar in November 2020, where he applied his analytical skills to improve data processing and enhance user experiences on the platform. His work involved analyzing large data sets to extract meaningful insights that could inform business decisions and optimize operations. During his tenure at TrueCar, Mangione's contributions were instrumental in helping the company navigate the complexities of the automotive market. He utilized data analytics tools to identify trends and patterns, enabling TrueCar to tailor its services to meet customer needs effectively. However, reports indicate that he left TrueCar sometime in 2023. Beyond technical expertise, Mangione has shown an interest in mentoring others within the field. During his time at university, he served as a teaching assistant and head of the recitation committee for computer science courses. This role allowed him to share his knowledge with fellow students while reinforcing his own understanding of complex concepts. Outside of his professional pursuits, Luigi Mangione maintained an active social life, characterized by interests beyond technology. He was known for being engaged on social media platforms, where he shared insights about technology trends, gaming news, and personal fitness journeys. His online persona reflected a blend of professionalism and personal interests that resonated with peers. Friends described Mangione as intelligent, but noted that he was not particularly politically inclined. While he engaged with various social issues through online discussions, he often refrained from taking strong political stances publicly. This aspect of his personality contributed to an image of someone who preferred focusing on technological advancements rather than delving deeply into political debates. In addition to technology-related content, Mangione showcased his passion for fitness on social media. He frequently posted about workouts, healthy living tips, and outdoor activities, elements that highlighted his commitment to maintaining a balanced lifestyle amid demanding professional responsibilities. Despite these positive attributes, friends later expressed concerns about changes they observed in Mangione's demeanor leading up to significant events in his life. Reports indicated that he experienced personal struggles following college graduation. These challenges affected his relationships with friends and family members alike. Central to Mangione's struggles was a debilitating back condition known as spondylolisthesis, which he suffered from for several years. This condition, where one vertebra in the spine slips out of place, caused him significant pain and mobility issues. His battle with spondylolisthesis escalated on July 4, 2023, following a serious surfing accident in Hawaii. The accident not only exacerbated his existing condition, but also set off a series of challenges that would ultimately contribute to his mental decline. In mid-2023, Mangione underwent spinal surgery to alleviate the chronic pain that had become a constant in his life. However, the surgery failed to provide the relief he desperately sought. Reports indicate that he continued to suffer from severe pain, which he described as akin to a pinched nerve. The ongoing discomfort, coupled with a lengthy and restrictive recovery process, left Mangione increasingly frustrated and disheartened. Once an active individual who thrived on physical pursuits like surfing, he found himself confined by his limitations, leading to growing isolation. As his physical health deteriorated, so too did his mental well-being. Friends and acquaintances observed the immense toll the chronic pain took on him, noting that it led to feelings of depression and hopelessness. In an attempt to manage the relentless pain, Mangione turned to various treatments, including medication. Unfortunately, his reliance on painkillers may have further complicated his mental state, deepening a sense of entrapment and despair. The repercussions of his condition extended beyond physical and emotional pain, affecting his relationships with family and friends. Following his surgery, communication with loved ones dwindled significantly. By November 2023, Mangione had become almost entirely estranged from those closest to him, leaving family members deeply concerned about his well-being. As months passed, Mangione's mental health continued to unravel. Friends reported increasingly erratic behavior online, where he shared troubling posts hinting at his growing dissatisfaction with societal norms and expectations. Once known for his sociable and engaging personality, Mangione had gradually retreated from his social circles. By the end of 2023, he had all but disappeared from group activities, stopped responding to messages, and severed many meaningful connections. The changes in his online activity painted a stark picture of his decline. Before his arrest, friends noted a series of posts expressing feelings of hopelessness and frustration with his personal struggles and broader societal issues. These posts, often marked by dark reflections, hinted at a deepening inner turmoil. Some friends also recalled conversations in which Mangione voiced anger and distrust toward healthcare corporations. His grievances seemed rooted in his own challenging experiences with medical care, particularly his dissatisfaction with how his back condition had been managed. The transformation in Mangione's demeanor, from a vibrant, active individual to someone isolated and consumed by pain, was deeply concerning to those who knew him. The combination of chronic pain, emotional distress, and estrangement from loved ones created a perfect storm, culminating in a profound and tragic shift in his life trajectory. As these discussions became more frequent, those close to Luigi began to worry about how deeply his beliefs were influencing him. In hindsight, friends observed moments where he expressed frustration with societal norms and corporate practices, while also revealing personal struggles that seemed to weigh heavily on him. These challenges appeared to create an emotional conflict that worsened over time. By December, Luigi's behavior reportedly became more concerning. It was noted that he had grown increasingly fixated on activism related to corporate practices, a focus potentially tied to his personal experiences and broader frustrations with systemic issues. This escalation led to a tragic incident. On the morning of December 4, 2024, at approximately 6:45 a.m., Brian Thompson was leaving his hotel to attend an investment conference. Surveillance footage reportedly captured him walking toward the Hilton when Luigi approached from behind. Reports suggested that Luigi had been waiting in the area for several minutes, indicating possible planning. According to witnesses, Luigi allegedly stepped onto the sidewalk and fired at Thompson, continuing even after Thompson fell. Witnesses described hearing multiple gunshots, and it was reported that Luigi had to address a malfunction in his weapon before firing again. After the incident, Luigi fled on foot, later using an electric bike to travel into Central Park. Around 7 a.m., he was seen hailing a taxi at Columbus Avenue and West 86th Street, which reportedly took him to the George Washington Bridge bus station. Authorities believe he may have been attempting to leave the city. An extensive investigation followed. On December 7th, police discovered a backpack linked to Luigi. Inside, they found a jacket and fake money from a board game, prompting further questions about his state of mind and potential motivations. This series of events painted a picture of someone grappling with personal and ideological struggles that culminated in a devastating outcome. In the months preceding the incident, Mangione's mindset shifted significantly as he grappled with personal struggles stemming from chronic pain and dissatisfaction with the healthcare system. Reports indicate that he had been writing extensively in a notebook, detailing his grievances against health insurance companies and their perceived exploitation of patients. This notebook contained not only his thoughts, but also specific plans regarding how he intended to carry out an attack against a healthcare executive. According to law enforcement sources, Mangione had been contemplating violent action for several months prior to the shooting. He expressed a desire to whack the chief executive of an insurance company during an investor conference, a clear indication of his target selection. This level of forethought suggests that he was not acting impulsively. Rather, he was methodically preparing for what he viewed as a necessary act of retribution against corporate greed. In the weeks leading up to the crime, Mangione reportedly stalked Brian Thompson, gathering information about his schedule and public appearances. Surveillance footage captured him in locations near Thompson's hotel shortly before the shooting, indicating that he had been monitoring Thompson's movements. This stalking behavior further underscores the premeditated nature of his actions. Mangione's preparation also involved acquiring a weapon. Investigators later revealed that he used a ghost gun, an untraceable firearm that can be assembled at home from parts purchased online. This choice reflects both a calculated decision to evade law enforcement and an understanding of how to navigate legal loopholes surrounding gun ownership. The use of such a weapon highlights his determination to carry out his plan without detection. Central to Mangione's preparation for the crime was his ideological motivation, rooted in anger towards the healthcare industry. His handwritten manifesto, discovered after his arrest, criticized what he referred to as parasitic health insurance companies profiting at the expense of patients' well-being. He articulated frustrations about the U.S. healthcare system being one of the most expensive in the world, while simultaneously yielding poor health outcomes. In his writings, Mangione expressed admiration for individuals like Ted Kaczynski, whom he labeled a political revolutionary. This admiration for radical figures indicates that he may have viewed his actions as part of a larger struggle against systemic injustices within society. By targeting Thompson, who represented corporate interests in healthcare, Mangione believed he was making a statement against what he perceived as widespread corruption and exploitation. The manifesto also contained phrases echoing sentiments commonly associated with anti-establishment movements. Words like deny, delay, and defend were found written on shell casings at the crime scene, terms often used to describe tactics employed by insurance companies to avoid paying claims. This connection between his ideological beliefs and the language used in his manifesto illustrates how deeply ingrained his frustrations were regarding corporate practices within healthcare. After days of being hidden, Luigi Mangione was apprehended on December 9, 2024, at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, approximately 230 miles from New York City. His arrest came after a customer recognized him from surveillance images released by law enforcement and alerted authorities. When police arrived at the scene, they found him in possession of a firearm that matched the one used in Thompson's murder, along with a fake ID and writings expressing hostility toward the healthcare industry. Initially charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm, forgery, and providing false identification to police in Pennsylvania, Mangione was held without bail. Shortly after his arrest, New York authorities filed additional charges against him related to Thompson's murder, including first-degree murder and terrorism-related charges. The charges against Mangione are extensive and serious. 1. First-degree murder. This charge indicates that prosecutors believe he planned and intentionally executed the killing. 2. Terrorism-related charges. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office classified Thompson's murder as an act of terrorism, asserting that it was intended to intimidate others or influence government policy. 3. Firearm offenses. Mangione faces multiple counts related to illegal possession of firearms. 4. Forgery charges. These include using fake identification documents during his time in New York. The total number of charges against him across various jurisdictions amounts to approximately 20 counts when considering both state and federal charges. Following his arrest, Luigi Mangione faced a series of court appearances that set the stage for his legal battle. His first appearance occurred on December 10th in Pennsylvania, where he was arraigned on state charges related to gun possession and forgery. During this initial hearing, he reportedly shouted at reporters about the unfairness of his situation.
That's completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
On December 19th, after waiving his right to an extradition hearing, Mangione was flown from Pennsylvania to New York City under heavy police escort. His arrival was marked by significant media attention. He appeared in court on December 23rd for his arraignment in New York State Supreme Court. During this arraignment, Mangione pleaded not guilty to all 11 charges against him.
Not guilty.
These included first-degree murder as an act of terrorism and several counts related to weapon possession. The Manhattan District Attorney emphasized that Thompson's murder was not just an ordinary crime, but one intended to instill fear within society. As legal proceedings unfolded, public interest remained high due to the nature of the crime and its implications for broader discussions surrounding healthcare in America. Many viewed Mangione's actions as part of a troubling narrative regarding mental health issues exacerbated by personal struggles with pain management and societal pressures. Legal experts suggested that if convicted on state charges, Mangione could face life imprisonment. However, if found guilty on federal charges related to interstate stalking resulting in death or using a firearm during a violent crime, he could potentially face the death penalty. The courtroom atmosphere during these proceedings reflected a heightened emotion surrounding the case. Supporters gathered outside courthouses holding signs criticizing health insurance practices while simultaneously expressing sympathy for Mangione's plight, a complex reaction highlighting societal frustrations with corporate healthcare systems. As proceedings continue into early 2025, both cases against Mangione are expected to move forward concurrently. However, it appears that the state case may proceed to trial first. The legal landscape surrounding this case remains fluid as both sides prepare for what promises to be a complex trial involving high-stakes charges. The outcome of these proceedings will likely have significant implications not only for Mangione, but also for broader discussions surrounding mental health resources and corporate accountability within the healthcare sector. As more details emerge from court hearings and public statements by prosecutors and defense attorneys, observers will be closely watching how this high-profile case unfolds in the coming months. Luigi Mangione's case has garnered significant media coverage and public attention, primarily due to his privileged background, the shocking nature of the crime, and the broader societal implications it raises. The murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson on December 4, 2024, has sparked intense discussions surrounding mental health, gun control, and corporate accountability. The media's fascination with Mangione stems from his seemingly charmed life prior to the incident. As the grandson of a wealthy real estate developer and a valedictorian from an elite Baltimore prep school, he appeared to have all the markers of success. His degrees from the University of Pennsylvania further solidified this image. Reports highlighted his athleticism and social life, portraying a young man who seemed to be living the American dream. However, this narrative was shattered when he became a suspect in a high-profile murder case. The stark contrast between Mangione's background and the violent act he committed captured headlines across national news outlets. Articles detailed his academic achievements and affluent upbringing, while juxtaposing them with the chilling details of Thompson's assassination. The media portrayed him not just as a murderer, but as a complex figure, raising questions about societal pressures and mental health. Statements from law enforcement officials fueled the media frenzy. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland described Mangione's actions as carefully premeditated, emphasizing the calculated nature of the crime. This characterization further piqued public interest, leading many to question how someone with such privilege could resort to violence. Additionally, the case has sparked conversations about broader societal issues. Critics have pointed out that Mangione's manifesto and motivations reflect deep-seated frustrations with the healthcare system, an issue that resonates with many Americans facing similar challenges. This connection has led to extensive discussions about corporate greed and accountability in healthcare, amplifying media coverage. Public opinion surrounding Mangione is deeply polarized. On one hand, some individuals have expressed sympathy for him, viewing him as a victim of a broken healthcare system that failed to address his needs. Online forums and social media platforms have seen discussions framing Mangione as a folk hero standing up against corporate malpractice. This narrative has faced significant backlash from others who condemn his actions as unforgivable. Critics argue that glorifying Mangione undermines the gravity of his crime and diminishes the tragedy experienced by Thompson's family. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro publicly rejected any notion of Mangione being regarded as a hero, emphasizing that Thompson was a father who deserved justice rather than martyrdom for corporate grievances. Social media has played a crucial role in shaping public perception. While some users have rallied around Mangione, others have taken to platforms like Twitter and Facebook to express outrage over his actions. Hashtags related to the case have trended as people share their views on mental health awareness, gun control laws, and corporate accountability in healthcare. These mixed reactions highlight a broader societal struggle to reconcile feelings of empathy for individuals facing mental health challenges with condemnation for acts of violence. This dichotomy reflects ongoing debates about how society addresses mental health issues and whether sufficient support systems are in place to prevent such tragedies. The implications of Mangione's case extend far beyond individual circumstances, touching upon critical societal issues that demand attention. First and foremost is the question of mental health care accessibility. Many observers argue that if Mangione had received adequate support for his chronic pain and emotional struggles, he might not have resorted to violence. The case underscores the urgent need for comprehensive mental health services that address not only physical ailments but also psychological well-being. Additionally, gun control remains a contentious topic in light of this incident. The use of an untraceable ghost gun in Thompson's murder raises concerns about firearm accessibility and regulation in America. Advocates for stricter gun laws argue that incidents like this highlight systemic failures in preventing individuals with violent intentions from easily obtaining weapons. Finally, Mangione's actions have reignited discussions around corporate accountability within the healthcare sector. His manifesto criticized insurance companies for prioritizing profits over patients' well-being, a sentiment echoed by many Americans frustrated with rising healthcare costs and inadequate services. This case serves as a stark reminder that systemic issues within industries can lead individuals to take extreme actions when they feel unheard or powerless. In conclusion, Luigi Mangione's case has captured public attention due to its complexity and the societal issues it raises. The media portrayal of his privileged background juxtaposed with his violent act has sparked polarized opinions among the public. As discussions continue regarding mental health care accessibility, gun control laws, and corporate accountability in healthcare, it becomes increasingly clear that this tragic incident serves as both a cautionary tale and a call to action for addressing systemic failures within society.